pamoja. Kufa Dereva, kufa Makanga, waende wote, hatutabaki na mmoja, tunyanyase walikuja pamoja.
Before getting to where we are right now as a country, we were warned by the former president, that is Uhuru Kenyatta, concerning these cases that we have right now. And suppose maybe we were people that had got ears to hear, then we could have prevented all these things, and we could have not landed ourselves into the situations of now the impeachment of Gachagua, public participation concerning that, and then members of parliament playing games with us, and then Morara Kibaso being attacked. All these things we could have prevented them just by listening to what Uhuru Kenyatta was telling us, because he was warning us, telling us that you'll come to remember me. You'll come to remember me when I'm telling you these things right now. You take them as a joke. So I want us to listen to some of the clips that were captured back then when Uhuru Kenyatta was speaking to Kenyans concerning William Samoei Ruto, when he was saying that this man, I know him more than you know, because I've been working with him and I know who he is. I know what he's capable of doing and I know what he cannot do. He's just making too much noise but doing nothing.
If you want to know the true measure of a man, watch what he does with power, how he handles his opponents, how he treats his wife and family, and what he does with his influence. Bere ya Ngai muthenya umwe ni mukamenya ni murite ndakuhenio handu hakuwerwo mathina maitu ni undu kiria ithwe turutaga na thithino getiga naine na kiria tucokaga kugairwo. Umwe wanyu haha arugame anjire kana kuri mundu haha oheagwo basari ikirite ciringi 2000 kuri okeragio 2000 basari ne kuri na nä kå rä mwana å heagwo basarä ya 200,000. kä u nä kä hoto, he kä hoto hau arä a magä thoma magä thiä university na makä heo mawä ra rä witå arerwo atä rä rä we wä ra waku nä wa huirumbarå nä guo na ithuä twä mahacera tå kendie ngå kå na twendie matumbä nä guo kå rä hä ndä nigetha mumenye niki gatumire kibati ugie githomo ni gia bure neguo gutiari na bata wa gutuika kwina githomo kia bure tondu aciari ni mari na mbeca cia kahwa cia macani cia iria ni mari hagira ciana ciao ihote guthie thukuru ugiuka gugithuka no muthi uyu twina aciari mena ciana matahotire guthoma matare na handu ha kwinyitirira twina arimi na athuri mathiaga center mundu ena kindu giake muko akagurira mwana kiratu akagurira mwana shati agatwara kindu mucii na agatigwo na mbeca cia kugura kilo ya nyama haria akaria na athuri yake itiari na igithira muririkane uguo. Dere aturageria kuga ni tucokie maundu barabara nie riria ndathire ngiuga twambe tunyitane no ria twambire kunyitana nake ndekire uguo ni undu wa thayo neguo na thayo ucio ngiuga nie ni thayo ndirenda ukire bururi uyu witu handu hothe ni turaiguithania aingi haha matiui no aria moimite Nairobi haha. If you seek a position of authority, it must be on the basis of what you are going to be able to do to serve your fellow man, not to serve yourself. And that is why, wapende wasipende, rafiki ama adui, ndugu ama dada, wewe kama unataka kuingiana na mambo ya ufisadi, tutapigana na wewe. You can be my brother, you can be my sister,
You can be my closest political ally. You can be whatever you are. But you are an enemy of the Republic of Kenya, and we will. Mimi nimeshindana kisiasa na Raila. Right? Lakini choice ni ya kiongozi. Kama nia yako ni ile kazi utafanya, nia yako ni nchi yako, nia yako ni wananchi wako. What is the problem ya kushuka ngazi kidogo na kushika mkono ya ule ambaye mnapigana? Yeah? Na umeona, yeah? I didn't have to. Hakuna mtu alinilazimisha. Lakini niliona nchi ni kubwa kushinda mtu binafsi. Na tukapata amani. Mimi naamini hata nyinyi, hata mkishindana, niye mkiwa naye ya kusema tutaishi kwa amani. Mutaishi kwa amani kwa sababu mashindano ya kisiasa sio uadui. Ndivyo nimesema hakuna mmoja wenu hapa atahama Marsabit. Marsabit ni kwenu. Iwe ni nani amechaguliwa? Iwe tuchague Murendile, tuchague Gabra, tuchague Borana, tuchague Sakuye, tuchague nani. There must be representation on both sides. Yeah, of the divide. Yeah, at county and at national level.
No, we have to understand something. I've seen this case. This case was taken to Parliament by one of the members of Parliament that I will not like to mention his name. It was taken to Parliament, but there is a process that needs to be. There is a process of impeaching a higher-ranking officer or a higher-ranking leader in the country. Most so people, somebody like a deputy president. It is not an easy thing. Impeaching Rigathi Gachagua or a deputy president is not like impeaching a governor or impeaching maybe an MP, because impeaching an MP will not involve public participation. But this one now is a higher ranking officer that needs all the public to participate, and that is exactly what we saw that happened yesterday at the Bomas, where people were getting involved, and all over the country, in Nyeri, everywhere people were participating. A lot of people were saying that Rigathi Gachagua is not going anywhere, and the slogan has been that if they are going, that all of them need to go. There is no way we can take one person and leave the other. If they are going, both of them are supposed to go, because they were elected using one vote. Let us listen to some of the clips of some of the words that were being said yesterday during the public participation from different countries, or from different counties, and from different citizens within the country of Kenya.
President ameoa bibi yake ni wa kanisa. Gachagua ameoa pastor. Sasa kama watu wa kanisa hawasikizani, sisi watu ambao kuokoka inakuanga kizungumkuti, tutafuata nani? Kwa sababu unajua wale ambao wameokoka wanatakikana kutuonyesha ya kwamba wanakaa mzuri, ili tuone ya kwamba kuna biguni baada ya hapa. Sasa kama wao wanapigana, mimi ninaona ya kwamba biguni ina shida. Mimi nimeona biguni kuna shida kubwa, kwa sababu Biblia inasema ya kwamba mpende jirani yako kama una. Alafu inasema wawili hawezi enda njia moja kabla hawajakubaliana. Tuambie hao wawili walikosania wapi? Na kama wakati Uhuru alikuwa na kulikuwa na mushikiri baina ya Uhuru na Ruto. Na Uhuru alikuwa mtu wa pombe. Na alikuwa anaambiwa ni mtu wa pombe, ni mlevi. Kama mlevi yako kufukuza Mkristo, kwa nini Mkristo afukuza Mkristo mwingine?
I am saying no impeachment to Gachagua. Na kama wanataka kuimpeach Gachagua, waimpeach wote wawili. Wacha niende Biblia kidogo, wacha niende Biblia. Hata kwa Biblia, Jesus had 12 disciples. Now Jesus knew very well that Judas Iscariot is going to betray Jesus. Lakini hakutoa yeye, alivumilia kwa sababu alichagua yeye kuwa among the disciples. Sasa rais kana Mudiago kama vile Jesus alikana Mudiago mpaka atakaya mwisho.
That why is it that Ruto is in panic? Because right now Ruto have not said anything, nobody knows where he is, but I think he is in panic. Now, why is it that Ruto is in panic concerning the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua just after the public participation, which did not turn out maybe the way they expected. Now, William Ruto is in panic because of, number one, Gachagua is a key ally, and losing him could weaken Ruto's support, particularly from central Kenya. In as much as people are making a lot of noise that Ruto can survive without Gachagua, it will be very difficult for Ruto to survive without Gachagua because of the wave that right now Gachagua have built. The impeachment may fuel perceptions of instability within his government. So if at all Gachagua will be impeached, then that instability, that perception of Ruto is not capable, is not stable, is not capable of ruling this country can also come out. So those are the kind of things that are making things not go easy or not work easy for William Ruto, and that is why he is in panic. That public participation might influence the final decision by the Senate, and whether this will help Gachagua's defense or work against him. Now, the public participation has really affected even the Senate. It has affected the Senate final decision, and even the Parliament Tuesday final decision is going to be affected, because if the senators will say that Gachagua is guilty and needs to be impeached, what will be the reaction of Kenyans? Because right now, everybody in Kenya has lost trust in the government. All Kenyans have lost trust within the government and everybody that is working in the anybody that is in the government, whether an MP, whether a senator. The other time we saw the way they were reacting concerning Edwin Sifuna. So that one tells you that these people are against everybody. So if you are doing the right thing, they're okay with you. But if they feel like what you're doing is not right, they are against you.
University yetu ya Samoei haijafanywa juzi. Wakati rais alikuja alituahidi, lakini mwishowe tena tunasikia tena impeachment. Wakati wa uchaguzi tuliwachagua wote wawili. Sasa kama ni impeachment, wa impeachwe wote wawili waende nyumbani. No Gachagua, no Ruto.
That is the involvement of public participation and the way the reactions. In fact, we talked about the reactions yesterday. The reactions that was seen from different parts of the country just tells you that these guys means business, and they are very serious with what they are saying, that William Ruto must go. Now, a question that a lot of people are asking, that what's next for Gachagua and Ruto? There are three key things that I want us to look at. Number one, if Gachagua survives the impeachment, what is it going to mean for him politically? Let me say this, that if at all Rigathi Gachagua survives the impeachment, then Rigathi Gachagua is going to be one of the most happiest politicians in the country, because he will now say that I made it. If you tried to impeach me and you did not make it. Remember during the time that William Ruto was campaigning and he won the elections, Uhuru Kenyatta was supporting Raila Odinga, and then William Ruto started saying that I've won, nimewashinda paka na deep state. So are you seeing such kind of conversations? Those are the things that we'll have. That is what Gachagua will say. Gachagua will just still continue telling them that mimi ni mtu ambaye anasikiza ground. That I've been listening to the ground all along, and I've been telling you that coming December this year, politics of this county will have taken its shape, and no one will ever take that from Kenyans. Now, number two thing that is going to happen between these two people, that if Rigathi Gachagua is impeached, so if he's not impeached, Rigathi Gachagua is going to gain popularity and is going to add him some marks in politics. If Rigathi Gachagua is impeached, what is it that is going to happen to him? Now, the legal challenge is that if Rigathi Gachagua is impeached, he is not allowed to vie for any position because he is impeached. It means that people do not trust him. People have got no trust in him. He cannot be trusted by anybody. So that is why he's taken out of an office. It's just like sacking someone, firing someone. Firing someone, it means that you don't trust that person. Even what he's doing for you, what is the work that he's doing is not worth it. So that is why you are firing him, because impeaching Rigathi Gachagua is just like firing someone that you hired. So if Rigathi Gachagua is impeached and it succeeds, then it means that Rigathi Gachagua cannot vie for any position. Some wise people are saying that if Rigathi Gachagua was wise, he could have resigned to give him time so that at least he can come back and maybe look for a political party. Because if you are impeached, you cannot even go for you cannot even, not unless maybe, but you are not even allowed to go and to look for a party, maybe to use to vie again, because people do not trust you. So that is if Rigathi Gachagua is impeached, and that is now the legal challenge politically. Now, if Rigathi Gachagua is impeached, how is it going to affect William Ruto? It will force William Ruto to look for another deputy president whom he can work with. And there are options here. Rigathi Gachagua William Ruto might take Anne Waiguru, he might take Ndini Nyoro, no. He might take Anne Waiguru, he might take Gladys Wanga, I don't think if can fit there. People like Kithure Kindiki. And let us not even be surprised if we'll have people like Kimani Ichung'wah and even Moses Kuria maybe in that queue. So that is now where, that is what is going to take, that is what is going to land Ruto, which will take a lot of time, will take him time to do that. And building a trust again to another person, taking from Rigathi Gachagua, let me tell you something, however much these guys are fighting, there was a point that Rigathi Gachagua was trusted by William Ruto. That is it. So building that trust again, breaking it, and then all of a sudden again you want to shift it to another person is not going to be an easy thing. As all these problems, what does it mean for Kenya? What do all these things mean for Kenyans? That is another question that we need to ask ourselves. Because if Rigathi Gachagua is impeached, it means that Kenya will go back to election. That is it. It means that it will force us, because William Ruto cannot just appoint, he cannot just decide to appoint a deputy president, yet he's supposed to be elected. And one thing I know with Kenyans is that if they are pressurizing Rigathi Gachagua to go home, William Ruto will also go home with Rigathi Gachagua.
Those things, and we are saying we don't want those things. We don't want those things. What these signatures are going, those things are very fake. Those things are very fake.
We are the people who are taking our signatures. Wanapeleka sahihi yetu wapi? Wakora, wizi, chorinde.
Waliomba kura pamoja, kama wanaenda waende pamoja. Kwa sababu kura waliomba pamoja. Ruto ni mwizi na asiekelea Gachagua, wote waende kama ni konda.
Mimi nasema ya kwamba kama kuna mwizi number 1 William Ruto, and we cannot, hatuwezi impeach Gachagua kwa sababu moja ni kwamba the matter is unprocedural. Haifuati 21 days notice. Hii matter haifuati. They must go. We are closing this station and we are closing it right now. Ruto must go.
Hamwezi kutuchukua kila wakati. Kuna maajenda za maana za kusema parliament. Hamwezi kuwa kila wakati. Sisi tunajua kama Gachagua kuna bilioni 5, Ruto ako na bilioni ngapi? Kama hiyo ni ujinga.
Tunasema hivi, kama Gachagua kuna makosa, basi makosa imetoka juu, na hakuna venye shingo inaweza fanya kazi bila kichwa, na samaki huoza kutoka kwa kichwa. Waende nyumbani wote.
After all, guys, that is all I have for today. Let me also know what you think at the comment section. But just a reminder, if you're meeting for the first time, please don't forget to take a minute, click the subscribe button. You can also like, share, and drop me a comment and tell me what you think and where you're watching these videos from. Until we meet again, I've been your host, Boniface Awino. Bingo.